Hey you guys, I'm back. Wow, that was quick. I right away saw the Hierophant card. Alright, I'm at the hour of Mars. Let's see what comes out. Interesting. I said I've seen the Hierophant. There goes the High Priestess. There's a high level of commitment here that someone has. I have a Sun, Moon, Rising Scorpio here with Mercury. What the hell is Mercury in Scorpio? Extremism. Says a violent verbal outburst, news of death, the solving of a great problem, discussions of a deep life problem, and a drastic change of opinion. Okay. I don't know, but I'm seeing a high level of commitment here. All right, and it looks like the energy is being reciprocated. I did see the High Priestess and the Hierophant. All right. I don't see anything pertaining to like news of death on here, but I am seeing long-term stability. So maybe this has to do with some sort of inheritance that was meant to come through. Lots of pentacles here, a lot. I got the 6 of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles, and the 3 of Pentacles. So whatever was supposed to be reciprocated for the family, it needs to be collaborated with at least up to 3 people. All right. Something that was to remain hidden will now be exposed. All right, put into the public eye. The Hermit. The 8 of Pentacles. So that's heavy Virgo energy. I don't know, I just heard Virgin Mary. 6 of Swords, moving on, and the 9 of Pentacles. See, this one saying there's a lot of Pentacle here. There's the 6 of Wands again. I don't know if the energy is speaking about a crossover where it's like the divine masculine and feminine energies have ascended. Because if you've gone through the energy of the Hermit, it means you've gone through the dark night of the soul. Your soul's journey, working hard, has led you to move on to the following stage. All right, 9 of Pentacles is freedom. It's independence. It's that type of energy. I got the Ace of Pentacles with the 6 of Wands. You see what I'm saying? Something like that. What did I just do with this deck? Okay, there we go. Climbing the steps. Wait a minute. Did I not see a Sabian symbol about that earlier? Hold on, you guys. Interesting. I was reading the 12th Sabian symbol for Aquarius's energy. All right. That's what I saw. Where are we with the moon in Aquarius right now? Oh, I see. We're at the 13-degree mark. Well, the 13 degree and 53 minutes. So we're moving into like the 14th degree mark. But it's giving me like someone has ascended is what it's giving me with that Sabian symbol. So the 12th degree mark, it speaks about people on stairs that are graduating upwards. We are not all equal, however spiritually inspiring it may be to think that we are all of the same worth and level of attainment. The truth is that it is not so. Self-examination and improvement is to take place. So now that we're here at the 13th degree mark, moving into the 14th, I'll read the 14th degree mark. Do not 14th degree mark, a train entering a tunnel. So cutting through, it says obstacles and difficulties are certain on the road to achievement. We must cut through them, cutting through obstacles. Interesting. I don't know. What are the obstacles about? Could be finances as well. I'm seeing that. All right, because we do have, what is it? Is it the moon? The moon that's squaring the sun today. What degree are we at right now with the sun? Yeah, that has happened as well. All right, so the moon square the sun today, that happened at about, I want to say, the 11th degree mark to the 12th. So that could be of significance as well. All right. So we're speaking about the sun at the 12th degree mark with Taurus, fruits of desire, the externalization of the desire principle expressed in tangible forms. So wishing for more. I'm seeing lots of pentacles here. So obviously it's like it has to do with something financial even. All right, I got the 6 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles. All right, overall heavy Virgo energy here. And again, I kept hearing Virgin Mary. Weird. All right, so the 8, the 9, and the 10 of Pentacles has to do with the Sun in Virgo, Venus in Virgo, Mercury in Virgo. The Sun in Virgo overall has to do a lot with health. All right. Venus in Virgo has to do with doing some sort of artistic work. And then Mercury in Virgo obviously is the energy of like perfectionism. There's the Wheel of Fortune. Pertaining to the Taurus energy that I just spoke about. All right, so there's the energy change within the Empress energy, which is yin. All right, wow, yeah, heavy on Taurus. So this is what I saw jump out in the beginning. This is what I was seeing. All right, so it's like if you ascended to the following level, Wheel of Fortune, you're on to the next step. It's the Empress, which is why I saw the Hierophant in the very beginning, because they're both Taurus's energy. All right, so we have Jupiter, Uranus, the Sun, as well as Venus in Taurus right now. Heavy grounded energy overall. So the luxurious things in life could be a focus. Your beauty could be a focus. You know, wanting to shop, right? It says window shoppers, all right? It's kind of giving me like being creative, all right, overall. But I'm getting like you getting to the next level of something. And it has to do with something spiritual, I feel, because I have the Hermit here with the High Priestess and the Hierophant. Okay. It says, in contrast to the inwardness of self-nurture, we also find calls to see what can be found useful of society's fruits, and we look outwards and enjoy expressing ourselves by shopping around for things to give substance to our desires. So the fruit of your desire. Something happened yesterday in the reading where it was the Adam and Eve and the apple. Like the desire was, the passion was so intense yesterday, right? Here I have the energy of Jupiter and Gemini with the 8 of Swords. Down on the bottom of the deck, the 5 of Swords. So being overly in your head about something, feeling conflict and or defeated, or at least utilizing the energy of the yin to overcome that energy. Yeah. Because here's the masculine energy. That's Leo. That's the energy of source, right? So having the strength and the courage behind whatever this is, which then leads you to say, okay, I'm going to change and transmute that energy, and I'm going to remain stable, grounded, and focus on what my desire is, right? A creative passion. Okay. Just saw the 9 of Cups. So it could be some sort of wish fulfillment. What is over here causing this mental conflict, this whole all up in the head energy? Possibly a relationship, dealing with a legal issue. This could be where the government is involved in something. The Hermit fell down. The 10 of Cups. So balancing out your happiness. Coming out of the mind space, right? All up in the head area. And really tapping into the energy of your heart space. And how can you do that? By going after what you desire, what your passion is. Focusing on the beautiful things in life. Enjoying the energy of Venus, which is more grounding for you. You guys, I did my reading earlier, and I don't even know what that thing was about. It was just going everywhere in the reading. But it was a heavy spiritual sense in there. Alright, so again, this whole 2 of Wands, that's Mars and Aries, obviously. There's Cancer with the Chariot, and then here... Okay. This here is the opposition of, I'm getting a mother figure, father figure. It's giving me the whole spiritual / Satan is what I'm getting. The positive versus the negative. And making progress in what that is in your life. Because here we have Cancer, Capricorn. That is 10th house, 4th house. That is career, home in opposition. That is the mother figure, the father figure. Overall, this would be Saturn versus the energy of the moon. Saturn being very patient, diligent, you know, slow-moving energy, but very focused on accomplishments. Whereas Cancer's energy is more so subconsciously tapping into spirit and utilizing the intuition, the imagination. Interesting. So maybe this is how to balance out these energies overall, because it's giving me, again, masculine and feminine, although we look at it that way. Masculine and feminine with the black and white here, the pharaohs. Same here, right? One side being on the positive, one side being on the negative. What's on the negative side? Let's look at that first. I feel like, again, what came out in the reading was judgment being called on partners that were not in alignment. So whoever your love partner is, all right, I feel like Spirit's calling judgment on those that are holding on too tight to marriages, commitments, and or home environments that no longer suit them. Let's look at the positive of this energy. It's almost like needing to release the attachment of whatever that is. Okay. So what's successful overall is overcoming the sorrow by slowly moving forward, all right, with the Knight of Pentacles. It's like cautiously moving forward in who your next person would be in love so that you do not experience this heartbreak again. It came out this way. The 5 of Cups. All right, so you crying over spilled milk here. There's 2 behind you. Slowly moving forward to find what that next 2 of Cups is so you can overcome the heartbreak of those 3 spilled cups. That's the way it came out. All right. So that's the successful side of it. The devil side of it is, if you're entertaining some sort of love affair or whatever this is, judgment's calling in for the person or the situation that you're holding on to that's no longer meant to be within your life, all right? In your community, whether it's work, whether it's part of, if you think it's part of your happiness and you're holding on to it and it's toxic, it will not work. So that's why I feel the Hermit going through the dark night of the soul, having to work hard on moving on and becoming free again is of significance with that 9 of Pentacles. Notice I kept saying all the Pentacles in the reading. And there's that 9 of Cups again, towards whatever your wish fulfillment is. Okay. Wow, look at that heavy betrayal, deceptive, envious energy. All right, where does that come from? Is that from within you? That could be your ego. All right, that's what we're overcoming when I say the devil. We're overcoming the ego. Things that are hidden. Could be subconsciously. This could be within yourself, all right? Your ego. Yeah, look at that. And coming out on the other side of it, all right, in this energy and no longer in the devil. So this is what we're looking for. The 2 of Cups, the opportunity of true love. Whether it's just through courtship, whether it's just through a new project, through it's something that sparks your interest, a birth of something new, right? Let's pull one more on that energy. I feel like that leads you to Empress. That leads you to your heart space and being grounded and overall just kind of overcoming the past. Yeah. The Queen of Swords, that's where your focus is. You no longer want to be held back. You want to gain a different perspective in order to move forward successfully, victoriously. All right, so it's almost like cutting out what no longer serves you, focusing on gaining a different perspective as you take a step back. This is you being open to change and then victoriously coming out on the other side, whether it's you being independent, you seeing things in a different perspective, all right? Coming out of the energy of deception, of envy, all right, of being betrayed subconsciously. This could be you doing this to yourself, okay? Let's be clear. And coming back to this energy here. All right. Gaining your power back so that you can match the energy of your Empress. Yeah, for sure. All right. You've learned lessons from the past is what it was. You know what it was that was making you feel ill. Okay. You know what it is. As you looked at the past, you knew exactly what was making you ill. You had to remain strong. Yeah, and remain grounded overall. I mean, I can't say it again. Because you know what it is to go through a lot. You've went through the transformation. You've overcome the burdens. And now you should be sitting, matching the energy of what you want to see in your life, which is the groundedness, the long-term stability, the security, all right, whether it's financially, in your environment, within yourself, all right. Let's see. It's like there's an end to a chapter and the beginning of a new one. Oh, Jesus. Okay. See what the tea leaves want to let us know today. And again, Scorpio in the first house with Mercury's energy there. It's like a message of some sort of inheritance coming through possibly, you know what I mean? For you to be able to overcome some sort of transformation, facing of the fears, all right, tapping into the emotional space. Obviously, all those pentacles, it could represent the energy of someone else's resources, finances, whatever, however you want to look at that. All right. That's interesting because my last reading more so was focusing on the energy of Libra. Coming back into balance, how important it was for us to be utilizing the planets that are in currently the air signs, coming back to the energy of how to utilize our minds, how to move forward in the near future, right? By sharing ideas and bringing communities of people together. Right. I'm not sure if I want to really post that reading, but I think I don't know. Wow, the sun fell out. All right, so happiness and well-being should be your focus at this time. Okay. You could have been accused of something in January with Frying Pan January, and I've got the letter V here for victory in some sort of endeavor. All right. You could have been accused of something. You could have been in some sort of trouble, but it looks like, again, you came out on the other side of it victorious. All right. All right, so you've got some sort of new job or career opening up for you. I've got the arrow card here. Says you're on the right path with whatever it is that you're doing. And I got Vine. So this is out you seeking out information that's going to help you. All right, and whatever it is this new job and or career is for you. So I'm getting, like, again, it's the energy of like a level up, like you stepping up to the next level. All right, I was getting that in one of my other readings last week, like ascension happening in the energy. Something about the sun. I got the sunrise here. It says new creative ideas, new ventures, a new start. I've got the archway here with new opportunities, possibilities, pathways that are opening up for you. And then I'm getting the Wheel of Fortune again here. But on this card specifically, it says this is you being indecisive. So allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. Where earlier we saw the Wheel of Fortune come out with what? Was it the Ace of Pentacles? No, it's the Empress it came out with. That's right. So going after what makes you happy. All right. Going after your pentacles. Going after you wanting to start whatever the creative endeavor is. All right. Utilizing those ideas and starting possibly even a business out of this. All right. So this is you focusing more so on just your happiness. I love that the sun card is here twice. Sunrise with the energy of the sun. Victory is here. The Wheel of Fortune is here. Something about January. So Capricorn and or Aquarius could be of significance. We do have Pluto in Aquarius. All right. Which is actually squaring today with the energy of Venus and Taurus. All right. So it may feel tense. You may feel that you've gone through, you know, some sort of trouble. But you're on the right path. All right. With whatever it is that you are doing. Dolphin, financial gain usually coming from something you did in the past. So maybe someone is coming in, all right, and inheriting you with something that you've put work in and with the past, all right. I've seen a lot of pentacles there, all right, a lot. That's great energy, by the way. Let me pull some astro on this. Let me see where this energy is coming from. Supermoon conjunction. Something has been illuminated here. All right. Yeah. With the conjunction of the moon. The moon with what? Oh, shit. Hold on, you guys. So the third quarter moon that's happening today in Aquarius. There's been an illumination with a specific partnership. So possibly like the moon in Aquarius, the third quarter moon in Aquarius, crossing over that energy of Pluto in Aquarius. All right, some sort of illumination of transformation happening there. I'm kind of getting that, but what is the whole 7th house thing about when it comes to partnerships, balancing one-on-one relationships? And then I got Taurus. Interesting. So, I mean, it's giving me Venus as well, right? Like the square over to Venus, but the moon in conjunction with Pluto squaring to that energy. It's giving me a heavy, stable energy to whatever the partnership is. Like those two planets working well together, or at least those specific planets. The moon, Venus, and Pluto. 10th house, career. So whether it's partnerships within career, all right, it has to do with something pertaining to your public life. Because if it's out in the public, that means that you're victoriously winning at something. It's being seen. The third quarter moon is the energy of surrender, readjustments, and or forgiveness happening. So now there's a time of focus on the self-care energy, where Sirius is currently in Capricorn, ruling over the energy of your career. So self-care, wellness, agriculture, parenting. All right. I said that was a focus the other day. It kept coming out for me. Where it's like, take care of your career at this time. Focus on your pentacles at this time. Love will come later. Obviously, once we step in with the energy of the new moon in Taurus, all right, that may be of significance because Taurus is the energy of love, right? Sun in Taurus. I was looking at Taurus the entire time. So not only do we have Venus there, right? But we also have Venus where we have the South Node in Libra. All right. And that's also calling for Venus's energy. So when it pertains to like the past life issues, when it happens to be tapping into some sort of natural gift, it's like you will be guided on the right path. Psyche. All right. So your soul, the consciousness, your mind is fully tapped in with what? Saturn energy here. And I was going to say that that's the next conjunction, because we have the moon moving into Pisces that's going to conjunct the energy of Saturn, and at some point, possibly the following day, it's going to be Mars and Neptune, excuse me. All right. Just want to take a look really quickly and where we will be degree-wise with Saturn, because Saturn is calling for discipline, obstacles, and focusing more so on structure. Let's look at tomorrow's date. Saturn's energy will be 16 degrees and possibly around 48 minutes. So let's look at the 17 degree mark for Saturn in Pisces and Easter promenade. So intensification of spiritual grace through celebration. The emotional aspect of spiritual practice is expanded through group participation in ritual and ceremony, celebrating your spirituality with traditional public relations. I'm telling you, it has to do something with the energy of you having some sort of victory in the public eye. Okay. It's like you having an illumination of hyper awareness of your consciousness, almost, because of such of the grounding energies. Yeah. Your appearance could be of significance right now as well with the Ascendant card in Aries, because the North Node is there, right? So whatever thing that you're working on that's like trailblazing at this time, anything that's very innovative, anything that you're meant to be showing fearlessness in. All right, don't be too impulsive, but yes, take action, right? Whoa, what is that? There's the descendant here, and then we have the waning gibbous moon, which we're currently in right now. Well, technically not. We're going to be waning down within the energy of the crescent moon now that we're at this third quarter moon energy. But what's saying is that you should be showing gratitude towards what you've harvested here and the relationship and the partnership that you were able to pull in. All right, there's Mars. So Mars in Pisces. Let's look at that degree. Mars in Pisces. Well, sorry, excuse me. Mars is now in Aries. All right, so Mars in Aries. Let's look at it. The second degree mark. A comedian entertaining a group. So adjustments and feedback, becoming able to see ourselves objectively from another's viewpoint, and adjustments and feedback. So again, here's the energy where it's like, if you're in the spotlight and you're putting on a show and you're utilizing your creativity to impress people, then this is you needing to entertain that group and you receiving their feedback of what they think about you. So this is why you're in the spotlight right now. Okay. Let's see. Interesting. Yeah, earlier's reading, I was like, what is going on here? I couldn't even like understand exactly what was happening. But this is how you're being tested, right? It's like the amount of knowledge you know. How are you meant to, you know, utilize your creativity to show and impress people in order to reap in your harvest, right? What you reap is what you sow. Okay, what is this? Being called to pull it. So the sun in Scorpio, endurance. All right, so Scorpio is a very fixed energy. All right, it just determination, loyalty, courage, just go for it, right? The sun in Libra, wow, so amazing, because what came out here is the sun, moon, rising, Scorpio with Mercury's energy. Here we have the sun in Libra. All right, so harmony within partnerships, relationships. If there's some sort of inheritance that's meant to come through, that is 8th house energy. So I'm seeing the sun happening. This is great energy, all right? It's great energy. I'll show you. And I'm seeing heavy on the sun energy, as we saw that came out in the tea leaf deck. And then on the bottom of the deck, here's that Mercury and Scorpio energy. So extremism, you may be feeling like you're forced to sign some sort of contract or whatever. I don't feel that's necessary. All right, this can be like having a discussion. All right, feeling like there's some sort of force behind it. Scorpio is ruled by Mars. All right, so Mars being in its domicile here could be of significance. All right, but technically from Scorpio to Aries, that's the energy of a quincunx. So that's discord, and maybe that's why it comes off a bit extreme. All right. Yeah, there's some sort of resistance there. Interesting, spirit goes. Look at it this way. So if we look at Mercury in Taurus with the resistance card, and we were just speaking about Mercury in Scorpio, which is the opposing energy of Taurus, and where we have right now, Taurus is Jupiter, Uranus, the sun, Venus, right? New moon stepping in on the 7th. It's almost like that's why the energy is uncomfortable. It's not used to being there. All right. All right, so then we got Mercury in Leo. So this is what it is. You putting on a show, doing something creative, all right? It's self-expressing with the energy of Leo. This could even be you putting on a show for children, all right? This could be you teaching. What else could this be here? Venus and Leo. All right, this could be you being impressionable to people that, you know, have interest in you, right? Because the love affair energy came out. But here we are with the moon in Aquarius, where the energy is more so focused on being independent. So that makes sense. Yeah. And then we got Mercury, a lot of Mercury energy here overall. All right, so Mercury in Sag, that's the energy of 8 of Wands. This is like business travel. This is like important information coming through rapidly. This is like ascending rapidly. You know what I mean? So whatever it is that you're discovering, it's like you're discovering it, but on a very personal level. It's whatever your inheritance is. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. And one more. Yeah. That's leading you towards your fortune. So, I mean, you guys, wow. The Sun card in this deck, anytime it comes out in any of these houses, whether I have here the 7th, the 8th, and the 5th houses. This has to do with your fortune coming through within the energy of a partnership when it comes to your inheritance. Is what it is. Listen, you're striving. Whatever it is, it's pertaining to the energy of communication. It's creative, you're self-expressing, you're utilizing the energy of what you know to express some sort of belief system, philosophy. It has to do with like spirituality, whether it has to do with foreign people, whatever it is, right? And this seems to be like a love affair energy for you. You love it, all right? You look good by doing it. It looks like the Mars in Aquarius's energy is down on the bottom, so you could be very rebellious towards others right now and what you believe, all right? You could show, discontent with the energy of those in authority, which then puts you again in the spotlight, all right? Because Pluto is in Aquarius at this time, as we spoke about the moon crossing over that 2-degree mark with the moon in Aquarius and Pluto in Aquarius, the conjunction. It was like the unity of it may have made it feel rebellious. You know what I mean? Like that. All right, guys. Let me pull from my Chinese element here. Where am I at? 37 minutes. Not too bad. All right, so we'll look at some sort of characteristics and whatever comes out for the Chinese sign, and then we'll read the passage, and I'll pull a crystal. Okay. I've got the wood monkey, choosing your battles, and I've got returning to your center with the earth sheep. Okay. So 21. Choose your battles. The wood monkey pillar has wood fighting with metal, indicating conflicts and discord. Yang wood in the heavenly frequency represents vision, compassion, and leadership qualities, but it can also be uncompromising and unbending, like a tree branch. The tree, or the monkey and a yang metal, the monkey and a yang metal sign symbolizes the warrior within you, ready to fight in the battlefield. With hidden yang earth and yang water, the monkey can also be uncompromising and forceful while lacking direction. This card appears as a call to choose your battles carefully, take the positive qualities of the elements, and approach the forces opposing you with wood's compassion and metal's intelligence. Study and observe before you fight back. Having a clear vision of the outcome is key to winning your battle. Do your homework before you charge forward. Part of the homework involves getting to know yourself by looking within. Only by knowing your strengths and weaknesses through self-work and self-reflection can you be in alignment with your visions and goals. The other part is knowing that the subject of your battle. What are you fighting for? What do you need to stand to gain? The more you know yourself and what you're battling, the more you can plan the best or the most appropriate actions and steer the ship in the right direction. So Yang Wood's upward energy encourages you to analyze your situation from a higher perspective, see more before you make your move, and the metal relates to sharpness of the mind, keeping your mind sharp and alert to move quickly and confidently in any situation. All right, so this is giving me again where it's like, what are you fighting for? What's your battle here? So once you get to the victory, the 6 of Wands, the following step would be the 7 of Wands and having to stand your ground on what it is that you believe. Again, belief system it could be, whatever your creative project is, whatever you're self-expressing out there that you're putting on some sort of show with. All right, returning to your center with 56. The earth sheep pillar with yin earth over the sheep's yin earth represents the nurturing, grounding qualities of Mother Earth. Her frequency of peace is easiest to find in the quiet, the sign that prepares us from summer to fall. The sheep encourages us to look forward to fall harvest as we say goodbye to a joyful summer. With hidden yin fire and yin wood, the sheep reminds us to keep cultivating our joy and compassion from within. This card is a message from Mother Earth to return to the body, slow down, and allow your senses to return you to the present. Listen, as I said earlier, I was seeing heavy on the energy of Earth. Virgo heavy, Taurus heavy. The Empress came out as well. All right, so being very compassionate, loving, kind, diligent, moving forward, slow paced, groundedness is important. So treating the body as your sanctuary, tune into what it needs. Rest when the body feels tired, gentle movement to restore energy when it feels lethargic, and sitting in silence to find stillness when the inner voices are getting too loud. Take time out to replenish the self. Treat yourself to beauty and delights, and engage in rituals that nourish the spirit within. So again, it's giving me the energy of, I know this is speaking about moving out of summer and into fall, but we're moving out of that winter energy, that very dull looking energy, to finally starting our new year here in Taurus season, where we're very grounded. We've got Venus in its own sign, Mars in its own sign. All right. So it says earth element is associated with the center and in the body. It rules the stomach, spleen, and pancreas. Eating whole foods that make you feel vibrant. An imbalance of earth can lead to worries and heaviness. Surrender them to Mother Earth to lighten up. She'll help contain your anxieties and fears. Count your blessings to connect to her energy of gratitude and feel your body relaxed and your spirit lifted. It says treat your internal and external environments with love and reverence. Everything around you is part of Mother Earth, including us. Tune into the sheep's frequency of peace by practicing mindfulness in your every movement, so that everything you do becomes meditation in motion. All right. So again, you guys, I said it in my reading, I believe it was yesterday, where I was getting like heavy Virgo. Virgo is how you're being of service to others, how you're focusing on your body, your daily routines, getting up and moving, being able to have a stable sleeping pattern, feeling very grounded in yourself so that your spirit is lifted. It calls for equilibrium within the mind, the body, as well as the spirit. All right, so returning to your center and choosing your battles wisely and where you want to entertain conflict. All right, let's move on. Let's pull your crystal for today. Yeah, this reading was way better than the first one. I don't think I'm not gonna post that. The reading was kind of all over the place. I mean, there is messages there. I don't know. I'll have to decide. I always say that in my round. Like, do I post it? It just sounds crazy to me. Like, the reading goes all over the place. I try to get as clear messages as I can when I'm, channeling here. So something about you taking a step to the next level of your inheritance here, all right? Like, you're in the spotlight. You're right where you need to be. So new mate, this is achieving self-mastery, your inner power, and recovering your sense of self. Thank you. And then you're also tapping into the energy of raw Morganite, which is your sensitivity, gentleness, your empathy, compassion, and the gift of vulnerability for self-forgiveness. All right, so as we are focusing on the energy, once again, of the moon in Aquarius, very independent energy, focusing more so on self. All right, you're definitely needing to tap into the energy of moving forward, being open to forgiveness, and really tapping into the energy of surrendering. All right, so that's what I have for you guys today. I know this is a little shorter than my normal readings, but I think I'm going to leave the reading there. I love you guys. See you soon.